You don't think, Jeffrey?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Oh.
Jeffrey and I were just talking. And one of the things we talked about, there's a couple of you who said so much stuff's happened, and I'm not even sure what to ask. So Jeffrey and I were talking about it, and we've decided maybe. Oh, by the way, I got a new camera, so my head looks much bigger. It's the same person, same head, just moved away a little bit. Um, we're gonna do a 3-month reading for everybody, a universal 3-month reading.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to go see if all this works now. Yay, it's here. It's not where it needs to be, but it's here. Okay. So, what you got, Mr. Jeffrey? I'll let you go first.
I got all swords.
And I just open up swords and regrets. Oh, God.
So I start with the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords I always read kind of as a good card because it has that yellow background. So the Seven of Swords is like confidently work with the ideas that you know are good and that are sharp and that are on, and leave the rest behind and run with it. You know, confidently move forward with it. And there's movement. There's a lot of movement. I only did one card for each, each month. So that's the first month. So that's February, basically. And then March, it's like, okay, now that I have all these good ideas and all this good stuff that I've accumulated or I've decided I'm going to use, I have to sit back and kind of like decide what I'm going to do with it. I have to make it really stable. I'm going to wait for spirit to talk to me. I'm not going to rush. I've got what I need, but I'm still putting it together in my head in a calm manner, right? And then that was February, March, and then April, something is going to die. You're going to be like, that's not a good idea anymore. I'm not going to do it the same way anymore. It doesn't work. I've really sat and thought about it for a really long time. Maybe I made a list of pros and cons, and the cons really outweigh the pros. So I'm waiting for a new idea, a new concept to come because I know that the old way doesn't really work anymore. And maybe that's part of this one also because he left it behind. But sometimes you want to pick up an old idea yet again, right? Try it one more time, and it's like you keep on trying, it doesn't work. So I think that's it. There's something that needs to be let die, so that something new can come. That's what I got.
Okay, you started with the Seven of Swords?
Yeah.
Seven of Swords!
There you go.
And this is you right now. We're in the Seven of Swords. We're figuring out what we need to do. And this is crossing us, and this is the thing I keep talking about. We can either sit here and look into glasses and ruminate on the news and listen to all the readers who are saying, oh, the world's horrible and we're all going to hell in a handbasket. Or you can turn around and say, no, I'm not going to fall for this old stuff. I'm going to find the new things. You still have 2 cups of new things. And that's right where we are right now. We need to be working with our inner selves, our inner souls, seeking our highest guidance, looking inside ourselves, because that's what's going to get us out of what's imprisoning us now. Okay, now this is all current right now time frame. It's all happening right now. Near future, there's going to be a breakthrough that's going to show everybody how good we have it. This is a 10 of Pentacles. People are going to realize I have more than I thought I had, or we all collectively have more. And there's 10s. There's 2 10s on here, and I'll tell you about 10s. 10s means something's coming to an end, guys. And the way I'm reading the Knight of Cups, everybody looks at him, oh, he's bringing good news, he's love, attention, and da-da-da. But when he's reversed, this is hopes and fears. We need to get rid of the liars. We need to understand what's telling us the truth. We need to identify it for ourselves. No white knight, no person we think should have been elected president is going to roar in and save us. We have to do it. And this is our power right now. It's us together as a collective, working together in joyful activities that makes us feel good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to be helpful in the next 3 months. And we're going to get what we want. Now, you realize if you want one thing and someone else wants another thing, then how are you going to manifest all that? You need to think about what you want. Screw what they want. It has to do at the end of the day with power structures and how the world works. And we're in the Wheel of Fortune. That's the other 10 that's on here. These are the 2 10s that means endings. Mm-hmm. We have 8. We have 2 5s and 2 10s. 5s mean change. 10s mean end means the end. And see if you came and took my tarot class with that.
I have it 10 as well.
And you've got the 10 too. I mean, guys, it's almost over. I cannot tell you. My guides keep screaming at me. Yes, you have a cold and you don't feel good, and we dumped a bunch of shitty snow on you. I don't like snow, so I can call it shitty snow. But it's changing. It's changing so fast. And now we're back to me. Hey.
Yay.
Okay. That's backwards.
Okay.
That's me, right? Something's wrong. I got a new camera, guys, so we're going to be having technical problems all the whole show. Jeffrey, you want to see what my camera can do that's really cool? If you get motion sickness, don't watch this. I'm easily amused. So, folks, so we're going to go into your questions now. I really think and I'll tell you where that came from the questions that were sent to me. Oh, here's a message for you, Jeffrey. We missed you. We've been wondering where you've been.
I'm here. I still got my station. I'm still here.
Yeah, he's not chickening out.
I'm in Mexico. I'm doing my thing. I'm gardening.
Yeah, it's 75 in Mexico. We don't want to hear about it.
No, I think it might be 77 today.
Okay. And let's see. I'm new to the subs. Can I get a reading about my finances in 2026? Thank you. And yes, it's supposed to be said on this that you can only post a question if you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, I think it's kind of rude to come over here and post a question and not even give us that much support. And subscribe to both my channel and your channel is Shades of Light.
The Shape of Light.
Shape of Light. I know there's an SH in it. Shape of Light. Like as in shape, as in a cubic form or whatever. Well, I'm old. I'm tired. I have a cold. Don't pick on me. What you got, Jeffrey?
I have a very interesting little combo. So, I start with the Empress. So this is really great. She's the card of abundance and fertility and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as I was shuffling, I got this thing like, you have to look at the assets that you have. That I got this real thing, like you have assets, you need to for yourself, figure out what you're going to do. Am I going to hold? Am I going to sell? Am I going to sell half or something? Because I get this, and then I get a strategy, which is wonderful. But then I get this 9 of Swords. So with her here and this there, there's a warning not to be greedy. There's this warning of like, oh, well, like a get rich, like I'd be very, very aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Very aware of that. And you're gonna have to figure out new ways to move forward into the future. You have to figure out new ways to move forward into the future. What you've relied on, it feels like you're going to have to morph or switch the finances, or there's going to be action. You're going to have to take some action on this, but don't, like the warning is, don't be greedy, because that'll lead to heartache. That's what I get.
Okay, what I got is you keep waiting for a big tower moment that's going to oh, I like my cards better with this camera. You keep waiting for a great big tower moment for things to change, and you haven't laid the plans. There's no one's going to swoop in and help you. This is the Six of Swords, and that's the moving on card. Now, if you look at this woman, the Six of Swords is considered the bridge of despair. There's a lot of things motivating you to have to move on, but you've got the wand in your hand. You've got your new life. You already have a hold of it. You're in control of it. Don't fall for pretty promises, but you are going to meet soon, very soon. Within 3 weeks, 3 months, you're going to meet new people that are going to really help you move your finances on. So that's nice. So let's go see what the next person says. Blessings, Nancy Jean Jeffrey. My question is, will I move before my neighbor's water pipe breaks and floods me out? I'm pulling one card. I got, you better get moving, girl.
Yep.
This is you know, and the thing is, my card on the bottom of the deck, I was going to go with that, but that's, you've waited way too long to make up your mind about what to do.
I'm in complete agreement. You've been living in an illusion, but now is the time to act, to avoid anything that you might have to get involved with legally, darling. And this could also be signing a new contract.
Yeah, that could be going and finding the right place to go live. Yeah. And now may be the right and just time to go look.
Yeah, I mean, she's the queen of timing. I always read her as the queen of timing. And it's like she's been waiting. The mouse is in front of you, swipe. Yeah.
Apparently it's jobs day, Jeffrey. When will I find the right job and receive a job offer? And that's Jenny Penny. And Jenny Penny's new too. I don't ever remember seeing your name before. I
like the name though.
I do too. I can say it, unlike some of the names that I have to read them 3 times to understand what they're trying to say.
Well, also, because there's no spaces. So sometimes, one word become, 3 words become one. It's like,
oh, yes, girl. You got to, yes. You've been riding on this horse for a while, looking for the right job, and nothing's had the right money. And you've had someone who's been guiding you and helping you figure out the right things to do. I see you're going to get an offer in 4 days or 4 months, but you've been hiding out, kind of resting. Apparently you went out and looked for a while and you just couldn't find the right thing. But then your next card is money. Oh,
nice. Good. Very good.
But it's not going to be the position you want, so don't unpack your bags too completely, because it's not going to use all your powers, but it's going to get you to a better space.
Yeah. No, you've been looking. You've been really seriously looking, and you're very clear. And then what you've been offered is not, it doesn't seem, but oh yeah, your dream is going to come true. Your dream is going to come true. You're going towards something that makes you satisfied. But I'm not really, I get a 7, I get an 8. I get a 7, an 8, and a 9. So I'm not really getting a number thing.
Okay.
I mean, because this could be
a lot of it is because she's been hiding out.
This is the summer, this is the fall. So,
and there's a lot of movement out in the job market that's not helpful to anybody, because nobody wants to make a decision. Okay, let's see. We're going to go back up here. And hi, Dr. Gail. How you doing? She's here. She's talking to people in chat, distracting them from our dulcet tones and our incredible wisdom. What can I say? Magical day, galactic citizens. Yes. And we are galactic citizens. We can't get out.
Okay, so the reading before this, I'm
Right.
still
Okay.
like the cards are still talking. You know, you've gotten really clear. You know, you went inside, you got really clear what you want, and you've had a lot of options. You know, and the right one is going to become clear because you're going to head toward it. You're definitely heading toward it. And I have her here too. So follow your intuition, follow your dreams, follow.
Mhm.
You know, have faith that it's coming.
And she's got someone around her that she trusts, that she's talking to, who's giving her good advice. So
Good.
okay.
Oh, of course you're going to call now, Frank.
There's a. This is Jeffrey. If you have to cut out, go. Is that your plumber?
No. It's my friend who moved here, and we've been playing for a while.
Hopefully, it means my unemployment will end. Hopefully, and real soon. Okay, that must be. We must answer someone's question, right? Okay, I live in Central Florida, and I've never been in snow. But the cold is killing my arthritis and psoriasis. Yes, it will, because it stresses your system. And when your system gets stressed, your inflammation points go up. And I have no guidance for you, Evelyn, because you don't. The only difference between what you live with and what I live with is if I walk outside, I could fall down and go boom, because it's slick and icy. And as Jeffrey pointed out, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can fall down and go boom on ice. So we're sorry. We're all praying that we get more clement weather emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Okay. Okay. This is a weird question. Will I find someone to put the 8-inch metal piece of flashing back on the roof here? Please. Thank you. People I have asked since October have been all no-shows or haven't returned their phone calls. I don't know where you live, because man, the second we call them, they're here. But let's see. One asked, Sandra's going to get it solved in a month.
Yeah, I get here you are offering the job and no one's picking it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like this mystery as what's going on. Is there a family nearby that you can ask for help?
Someone that has a long ladder beside their garage.
Yeah, I mean, I get this happy family. So is there a family or a community nearby that you can ask for? Maybe you're supposed to get the help from, it's supposed to be dual purpose. It's not just supposed to be someone to come and help you. It's someone to come and help you, or you help them.
So you get involved in an exchange other than money.
Yeah. I don't know. Because this is what I got. I'm like, what?
Okay. Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay. You've got the high priestess, which means the answer, it's not going to give me the complete answer, but ultimately the answer is yes. Because whenever the sun, I get a yes, no question, the answer is yes. Don't take it as a judgment on you. They don't even know who the hell you are. They're just being non-responsive or involved with big jobs. There's also a lot of people in construction that, because of what's been going on in the country, there's a lot of construction workers gone. And it's hard for people to get out to do jobs. But I show clearly by spring, sorry about that, spring is a long way away from now. But I really show when you get it done. And when you get it done, it's going to be done right. It's going to be done. Finally fixed. So keep pushing, girl. It's going to happen. Okay, we've read on this before. Can I get an updated reading on my husband successfully immigrate to the U.S. within the next year? Okay. Let's see. She's traveling to see him in February. Okay. And to the person who said she'd subscribe to my channel, but you're unemployed. Subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. That's just a way that YouTube marks who cares enough to watch the channel. So membership's a different thing. Being a subscriber means you just interested in the channel. What do you see for her husband? What do you see for Nivra?
I see good things. I see, executing a plan really quickly, and I see it being offered.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be here by October. Because that's the end of you carrying the trial of trying to get him here. The other cards are just the false starts and the people he's trusted and you've trusted that have not told you the complete truth because they didn't know what it was. And the ground shifting under them.
Well, yeah.
So, I hope that works out for you, hon.
Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is a very, very good card for that question.
Mm-hmm.
Very good card, because the Ace of Pentacles is something being offered in the physical world.
Evelyn Hartman just subscribed to your channel, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, and then I don't know what her this thing. Got some thank yous. Oh, I can do this one, Jeffrey, if you don't want to. My sister died about 7 months ago. Is she with my mom? And I pulled these cards out. I knew someone was going to ask us one of these questions. Talking with Heaven. I'll pull you a Talking with Heaven card. Evelyn's sister.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get they're working out their differences. I get that they're working out their differences. And I feel like they're talking about concepts of other life. Yeah, she definitely is. And then I got the resurrection. This is
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Okay. I am just a thought away. Please don't think of me as gone, because I'm not. I'm right here. Please don't think that heaven is up in the sky, because it's not. It's right here. Yes, I am happily and busily learning and helping. I'm also happily willing to be right by your side whenever you request it, like the little doggy next to the girl in the picture. So I think she's visiting your mom. I think, and your mom wants her to. And here's a happy camper. Where to go? Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Well, I know. I hit the wrong button. I think it was a lovely thing. It said, oh, here it is. I'm so lucky to have your advice. Sending love and light to you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Candy. Oh, this lady's been following us for a while. Normally, she just listens. Well, you're welcome to participate in the chat. Thank you. Nice to know you've been there. I don't know. I don't think that's a real question.
There's another one. Somebody, Carol, something about the SSI.
Oh yes, I'm getting to it. I've already poked that one out. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a little slow today. Someone who wants to know if she's going to get her SSI, her Social Security, this year. Right. I clicked on it. Should be in blue. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going only starred questions. That makes it easier. No, I thought I clicked on it. Okay. We know what it is. You know who you are. We're going to see if you're going to get your
I see
SSI.
the name. The name is Carol 505. Will my SSDI get
What
approved?
time? What time, Jeffrey? Do you see what time stamp?
1:05 p.m.
Okay. And now everybody's really going to be thinking positively about you getting this. Yes. Okay, we got it, Jeffrey. Yeah, you were asking about that last year. I remember. Okay.
Oh, finally.
What you get, Jeffrey?
It's been quite the process for you, hasn't it? That's what I'm really getting. That's what I'm really getting. Oh my God. And I threw an enormous thing. Okay. I have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a really good song. To start with, this is great. Then I have the transformation happening. Wonderful. You've got to be very careful with the money. You've been waiting a really long time. And I don't know why, but justice is coming, and here's the gift. Now, once you get it, you're thinking about moving with it, aren't you? Is that what's going on? You're thinking about leaving where you're living and going somewhere else, or I don't know, doing, like having the
Jeffrey, your microphone's fading away.
Oh, it's the same as it always was.
Okay.
I think you're going to get it, but it's the process is not over. That's what I get.
Yeah, I see it's going to come late in the year, but that's the transition. That's to getting it. And when I see it between September and October, that's the best timing I can see. It is on someone's desk, though. It finally is on someone's desk. It got off square one. It's been sitting in limbo land, lost. The hangman upside down where you are now. So it's moving forward. But it's been very, very difficult. That's a hard thing to get. It really is. Okay. Talk, Jeffrey. Tell people more about our tarot class.
Oh, okay. Yes. Nancy and I are beginning out. How many times have we done it? At least 5, right?
Yeah, we've taught it 5 times.
Yeah. So Nancy and I are beginning our tarot class again. It is a 6 weeks. It's a 6-week class. It's an hour and a half each class. It's the two of us teaching. So we break it up into segments. One of them is we do all numbers. Well, the first class is we do numerology, your own personal numerology, based on your. And then then we have one class of all numbers, because numbers are super important. So we go through the numbers and what they mean. We also talk about the suits, how the suits affect one another, what their energy is about, how they get along. Then we have another class of the Fool's Journey, which is all the major arcana, which is basically the story of the Tarot, the story of being born, incarnating, having a mother, having a father, having a family, going through, getting jobs, losing jobs, et cetera, et cetera. And we go through that in detail. And then we go through also all the court cards, the kings, the queens, etc. It's another whole class. So it's very involved. We go through every single card, and we both share our own experience, we hope and help you to really access your own voice and to understand the cards in your own way and in your own interpretation. That's the point of the class, for you to understand tarot for your own use, for your own understanding. It's not just about what Nancy thinks of a card or what I think of a card. It's what you think of a card, what you feel about it. That's what we keep going. Afterwards, we have how many weeks of practice?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
How three or four?
Okay, yeah. Then we have like 3 or 4 weeks of practice that you can come to or not come to, and we invite former students to come as well, so you can get a bigger idea of community, a bigger idea of how cards work, of different interpretations, because we're all going to be sharing our interpretations of the same cards, of the same readings, etc. And then, and as a what do you call it? As an outline, we're going to be using the book that I wrote, which is the Shadow Work Tarot Workbook.
Mm-hmm.
Which gives you spreads in tarot that you can use to ask yourself questions about shadow work, about what things am I hiding from myself? Why am I still angry at my sister after all these years? Maybe you know why, or maybe there's something deeper. So it's a good framework for you to use tarot to grow spiritually. That's what I have to say.
Okay.
So it's available on Nancy's site, crystaldirections.com. We
Mm-hmm.
begin on February 18th in the evening, which I like 6-ish or something.
Yeah. I'm trying
Yeah.
to, well, a lot of it depends. We'll start on the 18th of Wednesday, ends up being a good night for everybody. And we won't go until we have enough people to make a class, because there's not a reason to. I mean, not that the 3 people that would sign up early aren't wonderful, but that's just not enough people. You'll find out that you need more than that to work.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we learn most when we're all together, and so it really helps. It really does. And we love answering questions, and we love teaching the class.
Yes. And then when you watch other readers, even if you never really read your cards yourself, you'll understand more what they're talking about.
Right. And you will learn more about symbolism and photography, which you can use in your everyday. You'll be walking by a building and it's like, oh, there are shells all over the building and doves. This building must be about Venus. Apples. Another one of her signs is apples.
Yes. Okay. We're going to go to questions now. Crazy question, I know, but can you see if my furnace is operating properly? Oh, sure. It's just getting a real workout, Barbara, right now. Okay, Barbara, I can put you at ease. You're just sitting there and you're thinking, oh, what else could go wrong? And you let crazy ideas fly in your head. This is a 5 yes answer. Yes, your furnace is operating properly. It's been well looked at. You've had people look at it. It's invested in. It's structurally correct. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's sending you the right amount of heat. It's just, it seems colder because it's so much colder now. And it's just ticking along as strong as it can be. I mean, that's a yes, 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 yes. I rarely get 5 yes answers. That's a 5 yes. What you got? Wheel for
It's burning and rolling and working, and I agree. But you might have draft, Barbara.
Yeah, well,
so like go near the windows. It's like, oh, you put a towel, that might help. Because, when it gets extreme, because, my heat always worked fine in my old apartment, but then on like certain windy, cold days, it's like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're doing fine. And Mary McSorley. Oh, this is Candy. She said, I thought you might get a chuckle the ad just before your show was the Melania movie. Thanks for letting me know. I can call them and say, there's a way I can write to them and say, I don't want this kind of advertising around me. For some reason, I guess because I had the word garden in my title, I had all these survivalist, how to live off the land things for the longest time. And they were such a downer for my people before they came on my show.
But now that my name is The Shape of Light, maybe there'll be like lamp companies.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Or candle companies advertising on mine. I don't know. Batteries.
Mm-hmm. Sandra, I know you live in BC, British Columbia. Find out if there's just on a wild whim, call a church help group that helps people with houses. See if they have a list of people who will come out. My husband and I were on a list through a set of churches that were around us for people who were really in a bad bind or only needed I used to run a maintenance company, only needed a tiny job done. And a lot of people won't come out for small jobs. And Bill and I would show up, and lots of times we'd say, oh, give money to da-da-da church because they're the ones who sent us here. It was a way we could help in our community. And by the way, my husband was the most unchristian human you've ever met in your life. He was a spiritual person and a strong person, but he was raised in England, and his parents used to send him to church school on Sundays to get him out of the house. I mean, he had nothing to do with church. He knew, but I was active at my church. That's how I found out about this group, and they're apparently all over the place. So try that, and if you pay cash, that's even better. They'll love you even more. Okay. Will my insurance pay for my medication that I need? Oh, Silky Steel Kitchen Witchery. Okay. Yeah, I ran into that when they released me from the hospital. What they wanted me to use to sustain my breath, it ends up, I had the one insurance you didn't want to have if you needed that medicine. So my pulmonologist went around his office and gathered up all of the meds, and he found me enough meds to last me 9 months. And I've since switched my insurance, and I can now get them. It's not reasonable, but it's better. Go, Scott. You've got to answer, Jeffrey.
I'm trying to figure out what the cards are saying.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll have an answer before Jeffrey. So
I'm not really sure.
You're really being strong about this, and you're working with them. Someone's going to come out of behind the fence and help you, because I see you getting better. That card means whatever your health problem is, it's getting better.
Good.
But no, it's not going to come through your insurance company. It may come through, I don't know, where do you live, Silky Steel? Because in Dallas, we have, this is Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban started a drug consortium in Dallas, in the Dallas area, and they give you your stuff for the cost it costs for them to get it in, plus a small little stipend. If you call around, you can find places that, I don't know what it is you need. Now, if it's chemotherapy, I'm not sure what I can help you with. But if it's normal old people stuff, there's a lot of groups trying to help bring the prices down on that. So what you got, Jeffrey?
Yeah, I mean, first I got, you need to rest. And then I got this. So it's like, maybe you need to look in a different place than you were looking, right? Because the old place you used to look, maybe you need to look in a different place. And then I get, a certain amount of disappointment, but you're going to be able to get through it. But then I get justice. So feels like eventually they're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
If that
She's
makes
gonna
any
find
sense.
a way.
It feels like eventually they're going to pay for it. But keep your eyes and ears open and look at different sources, because he's looking at a different place, right?
Right.
He turned his back on the past and he's looking in a new place, and he's open to all different kinds of ideas. He's got the world in his hands. So it's like, oh, well, maybe, I mean, people used to get it from Canada. Now I'm sure it's all messed up. But,
I don't know. Somebody to get the stuff I needed to breathe, it was $230 a month to get 30 doses. And last time I bought it was after I had pneumonia, and it cost me $32 a month to get it. So one of the doctors I went to, who happens to have emigrated here from Latin America, he's a US citizen, he suggested if I knew anyone who was traveling to Mexico that they could walk into any pharmacy and pick it up for $20. But I don't know if that's board running, but it's not the kind we normally think of. Okay, Candy Mullins has a question. If you have time, we always have time for you, Candy. I've experienced a life-changing event recently, and I was wondering where I go from here. Okay. By the way, the lady whose husband's outside the country trying to get in, she said we nailed it as far as what their timeline they're thinking it's going to be. So, yay. Hope it works. What you get? You want me to go?
It's just a really curious reading. You can go first.
Okay. I got, yes, everything seemed, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It was tower time, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been by any means. And yes, you're having to completely rethink the structuring of your life and how you're going to be working with things. But by October, girl, you're going to have it cut. October, 10 weeks, you've got it done. And it's nowhere but up. Sorry. There's a gentleman who's going to help you. He could be a lawyer because he's a King of Swords, but he's someone with good judgment and someone you trust, and they're going to help you. You're going to be feeling, which way do I go? How do I rebuild this? They're going to help you get through that. But I see that, like I said, October, 10 weeks, you're going to be back on the right track. You're going to be feeling very confident again. What you got, Jeff?
I think October is correct.
Okay.
Okay. I start with the Hermit. So whatever has gone on has forced you to go inside, to really, really look. It's like, where do I really want to go from here? Where does my soul, like that? Those are the questions you're asking yourself. This is a big deal, because I get this could be an October card. I get the transformation. So there's a lot that has to be let go of and reused, transformed in order for you to move forward. And then I get 3 nights. And nights are all about
movement, man. There you're gonna be moving once you get the idea.
So I get him first, got it with a strategy, the one who's really responsible, and the one who puts his heart into it. Okay? I get all 3 of them, but I feel like that's where the learning is in the action. It's like, well, I'm going to try this, like really, like I'm going to try this. Anything that seems at all reasonable, I'm going to try it. Yeah, I've never done. I'm going to try it. Because again, the one who's trying something new. And because nights are all about action, don't go to the past, go to the future. This is where the clarity comes from. but the clarity is in the act of doing. You learn how to make cookies by making cookies. Oh, too much butter, not enough chocolate chips, not in the oven long enough, etc. You learn by making the cookies.
Right.
So,
And then you adjust as you go along.
right. Let's add some nuts. Let's double the chocolate.
No,
That's
we
always
don't need to add any nuts to this broadcast.
double. The chocolate is always the answer when it comes to baking.
I know. More chocolate. More chocolate.
More chocolate.
Should I keep calling the hospital to see if if they have a cancellation so I can get in sooner than March 23rd for an MRI in my right kidney? Okay, I'm going to do a 1-card pull because I know Mary. You can do a long reading, Jeffrey, if you want.
Call them.
Yeah. Stand up for yourself. Keep trying.
Call them.
Yeah, they're going to have someone who's going to not be able to make it. And I know you live close to the facility, so you can get over there. They'd rather use it than rest it, and they'd rather get you in. I don't know how much preparation there is for the procedure. I don't think there's much. When I've had MRIs, they've just bounced me in the little tube and said, go.
Yeah, the Empress is a very good card. Very,
Mhm.
very. Yeah.
Okay. It's a question. Oh, 2 questions. First, this one. When is the class? The class is tentatively scheduled to begin February 18th, which is a Wednesday evening. Never, and it goes for 6 weeks. And then with the 4 weeks on top, I think you're almost to summer by the time we're finished when I mapped it out on my calendar.
Now I want some ice cream.
I know. And then if you can't make the class, yes, if you don't make the class, Candy, I send out every week a video of what we did.
Not only that, but we send a lot of, Nancy does. I just talk incessantly. Nancy organizes the whole thing. I just talk incessantly. I really do. If talking made my hair grow back, but evidently that's not working.
You look like Danny Shea.
Well, I don't know about that. A much younger Danny Shea.
That is actually true.
What was I saying?
We're talking about referring back to a video library.
Oh, yeah. No,
we send you
like,
documents that go with every class.
We give you documents. It's like, okay, so we give you even a list of this. These are the cards, right? The 78 cards. Here are some keywords you can use. Here's what the numbers mean. We're going to give you all those things that you can refer back to. And if you can't make a week, you can't make a week. It's okay. And it's not set in stone for Wednesday yet. We have to see if
if it falls, it's on the weekend, then yes, we will lose our weekend, parts of our weekend. So
right.
Not that we do that much. I don't go anywhere on weekends. I sit at home and go, today's just like last Tuesday and it's Saturday. So.
I avoid all the stores on the weekend because it's too crowded here. So if I want to buy something, I go on Tuesday.
No.
So does that?
Yeah, I think that answers Candy's question. Get this one. You tell me what we're talking about here, Scott. I'm not reading it right. Can you tell me the opportunities are available for me and how to do the financial path up? If you have something different open to that, thank you. Or if we have something different. I think Harley is looking for a change in their life, in their financial path. See if we can see a change. If you were sitting at my table, that's what I would change that question to, Harley J.
Okay. I get the magician. I start with the magician. So it's like
it's in his hands. It's what he does.
Yeah. You can manifest whatever it is you want. You're the leader. You're the one who's in charge. And I get this really lovely card. Mm-hmm. This is a really, really lovely card. So this can mean, artistic inspiration, any
Mhm.
kind of creative environment. It could be a community. So it could be a community of like-minded folk, of people who love to laugh and have fun and, and make merry
Mhm.
and be happy. And, it's a very like, it's something to do with joy. So is there something that you do or can bring joy to people that can help you to make money? Because I get you becoming the King of Pentacles, which is really amazing. So, this is the hint. The hint is in artistic inspiration, the hint
Mhm.
is in creativity, the hint is in community, and in feeling joyous. I hope that helps.
Mhm. What I got for you, Harley, is you're putting all the pieces together. The way I read this card's the 10 of the 6 of rods. See, he's got all the sticks. They're just not in an order. And
Mm-hmm.
once he solves the puzzle, when I see the card show up in my readings this way, it means you've put the puzzle together. Now you know which way to head. But you want to go into something that makes you happy, that
Mm-hmm.
makes you feel fulfilled while you're doing it. And this is you right now. You're the page of wands. You know you want it, but you're not sure where. Now, if you look at this guy, he's kind of interesting. You could get people. You could sell ice to Eskimos or sand to the Egyptians. I mean, you really are that good when you get into your element. So quit selling yourself short. You've got to handle the money you have right now a little bit better. You're wanting some things before you can really afford them. But this card shows up very soon. You're going to get in the right boat with the right people and know how to move forward. So,
Interesting.
and so you need to open up and do what you want to do. Don't do what people keep telling you, oh, go do this because you'll make more money doing it. You will never make more money doing something you hate. I can tell you that. I've done it. Oh, how much is our tarot class? It's $250. That's what it says on the website. If there's a problem, call me or email me. We'll talk about it.
Are there
Yes.
more?
Somebody joined YouTube. If you join YouTube, that's not joining me. That's paying whatever YouTube's monthly fee is. Then you don't see ads. I have one channel that comes with a credit card that I have. My Nancy Jean's Garden is not. I don't pay for it. So when I'm not running my own shows and I'm watching other people's shows, I do see the ads. So I see what kind of ads they're putting out there. And they put out a lot of really stupid ads. Okay. Okay, and this is, will I receive the funds I need for my back treatment that insurance will not cover? Okay. Ah, Adrian, I'm going to put you up next. It's how to get cheap drugs. I see that she's going to find somebody.
Yeah, I do too.
I see you're crossing a bridge to a new beginning. There's a blonde-haired woman who's going to be part of helping you find this money. That card means money's there. Someone's donating to you.
Oh, yeah.
And it has to do with illness. So I think you're going to find the money. Your end card was you're kind of at your wit's end and you're not sure what to do to find this. But
Yeah, yeah. I got like you have to start like from a new idea, a new perspective, like erase the past, like something new. And you need to look at a place like this place that you in the past were looking and trying to get, it was very turbulent. And now you've turned your back on that and you're heading toward
that's
something
the
more
6 of Swords.
tranquil. I
That's
know.
my little lady going over the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a very good sign. And then I get the King of Wands. So somebody who takes full responsibility. Wonderful. And then I get the Emperor. So if the Emperor shows up, the money is there, right? And the Emperor is very solid and very
Right.
stable. But there was something you said, Nancy, that I would consider like doing a GoFundMe sort of,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're like, oh no, I'm not like have
People
some,
people don't give to that unless they want to. And trust me, if you need it, you need it.
yeah.
Okay. Mark Cuban's on the internet. So if you go and Google him on the internet, you can find out about his mail. Apparently his pharmacy does do mail order. I didn't know that because it started here, and I know there's 12 of their compounding pharmacies, and there's 12 of them here in Dallas. So I wouldn't know that part. Thank you, Adrian. And this one's true too. Sometimes by contacting a manufacturer, you can get it directly. I tried that with my very extremely expensive medicine they wanted me to take. And they started asking questions that they have no right to ask you if they're just trying to help you. So they wanted to know what my kids' income was and stuff. And I was like, we found a way around it. What we found out was that I physically don't need it. They were going to give me a medicine because they thought my heart might have problems. And then when they finished all the testing, they went, guess what? You don't. So I would have been pumping some sort of evil chemical in my system. Okay, here's another one. Job seekers today. Getting hired by a company in February. We're going to ask by a company in February.
Immediately I was like, no, an individual.
Okay, well, let's see if he's going to get hired by February.
Yeah.
I'm getting a 5-card yes. It's almost 5-card yes. You're not going to get the money you want initially, but go to it. It shows that you striking out, trying to go ahead and move ahead and get things. You've narrowed it down to the things you know you work well with. And you got the Page of Cups. You have a lot to offer this situation. And I see that if it's not a company, it's a pretty big place for a single owner place. And then I show you're going to have to start for less money than you want.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be, yeah, and I'm getting a yes. Okay, well, I get you have a lot of skill. I get you know how to execute it. And this is a card of like quick, fast. You got to follow your instinct, your gut, because sometimes you offered something and it's like, even though I was offered it, I'm not so sure. So you have to really be very aware of that. Very aware of that. It'll tide you over, but it's a stepping stone toward more choices. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of choices. I think you're going to get something for the interim just to start, just to get you like a little money coming in, a little, I'm working again, something. But I don't think it's going to last. It's going to serve. It's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone. That's what I get.
Thank you, Sandra. Sandra put a lovely comment in about how since I was sick last year that everybody sees the transformation. And I have gotten people who made those comments. And people who see me physically in real life, not just on a camera. Not just because I bought a pretty new camera. It's supposed to make me look better. We've got one more question. It's from Gloria. What are my guides giving me another year, another growth year? Oh, don't you love it when they give you those? Those are so much fun.
Have I ever not had growth year?
You're getting another growth year.
Gloria, I think everyone's getting a growth year this year.
Right. It's a 1 year, girl. There's no way you're going to miss it, but I'm going to see how yours is going to go. So, actually, my guides are telling me I should read for everybody in the growth this year. Seed your plant. I'm not going to put the cards in between because they're pretty meaningless, but the first one is plant your seeds, think about what you want to invest yourself in, and think about what you want to cut out. And that's going to be what's going to happen for people for growth this year. You included, Gloria.
I mean, I couldn't agree more.
Okay.
I have the King of Pentacles. I have the 5, which is a little chaotic. And I have the Queen who moves forward. I think there's going to be a lot of lessons for many, many, many people to learn with concerning security, concerning health, concerning money. And there's going to be a lot of turbulence, but eventually everyone's going to let go of what they have to let go of in order to move forward. I mean, I think it's like a karmic lesson for the whole, you know, like why is money important and what do I do with it?
Right. And why is money
really spending my money on?
Right. And so we're going to close the show down now. We promised everybody kind of an hour, and we've done an hour. And so Jeffrey and I are going to go back in our little hidey holes. Bye, everybody.
Bye.